Well, it is a day to stay weather aware. I'm sure a lot of kids will have their bikes out and about this evening, but you have to make sure you put some sunscreen on them, light-colored clothes, all the good stuff.
Yeah, the parents probably have to yell at them to come inside. You're going to get a little too much out there. But yeah, no, it's been incredibly hot, okay? I mean, it already feels like over 100 degrees in parts of the state right now. And, you know, even yesterday it was, we got 120 degrees is what it felt like in parts of southwest Oklahoma. I know. Pretty wild stuff.
It's hot.
That's exactly what we're doing today. Again, we're seeing lots of sunshine. You can see that, yeah, hardly any clouds to speak of. There's certainly a few here and there, but a lot of you are just seeing nothing but blue skies. It's a beautiful day, but just certainly a day that can be a little tricky. You don't want to spend too much time outdoors because then you're going to get some heat exhaustion. Let's go ahead and go to links 1. I'm going to show you where the cloud cover is just off to the north and off to the east, but eventually even those are trying to fade away. So lots of sunshine, and that's what we're expecting as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon into early evening. But combining that with the heat, this is going to be dangerous heat all week long. We could see heat indices anywhere between about 100 to as much as around 110 in most locations. But southern Oklahoma, you've got that excessive heat warning. So right now it already feels like 99 degrees here in Oklahoma City. So we're easily in that miserable category at this point already this afternoon. This is our Guthrie camera, part of our Lucky Star Skycam network. Lots of green. That's nice. 88 degrees, a southeast wind at 15, but dew points in the mid 70s doesn't feel nice when it actually feels more like the upper 90s. Temperatures range from the upper 70s to upper 80s across the north, but we're already seeing those low to mid 90s mixing in across southern and south central Oklahoma with those dew points well into the 70s, getting kind of lucky in the northeast. Dew points only in the upper 60s and low 70s. So heat indices not quite as high right now, but central southern Oklahoma anywhere between about 100 to as much as around 111 degrees down there in south central Oklahoma with that southeast wind between about 10 to 20 miles an hour. Not really providing a whole lot of relief as we go throughout the afternoon. You can see that the excessive heat warning pretty much encompasses almost all of Texas right now. So we're certainly not the only ones dealing with this extreme heat. Ridge of high pressure across the central, northern, southern plains. But, you know, eventually I do think we're at least going to see some breaks in that where we're going to get this northwest flow. And from time to time, we're going to get these little pieces of energy that move in out of the west and northwest that will bring us a chance of rain and storms. In fact, later this evening, some data trying to bring in a few storms in the Texas Panhandle, but they pretty much die out before making it into western Oklahoma. Overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, there is a chance we actually do get some rain and storms move out of Kansas into the metro, but the chance overall is pretty low. What we're going to be focusing on really over the next couple of days is what could be taking place out west. Here's the thing, we're going to have a dry line out to the west, and right now some of the data brings in some supercells across the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle and eventually brings those into western Oklahoma. They should weaken as they move in there, but there's still a chance that they could produce a lot of wind and hail. So we're going to watch that very closely, and then we could see some more storms in the state as early as tomorrow night into Thursday morning. So it's certainly going to be hot, but here and there we certainly have that chance of seeing a few storms with that northwest flow. Again, a couple of chances moving in, a couple of waves moving in from the west and northwest over the next several days. And we could still see another chance of rain and storms Friday night to Saturday. Now, as we get into the weekend, it's still going to be pretty hot, but it looks like a cool front, really. It's going to be moving through as we get into Sunday, sometimes Sunday evening, Sunday night. Now, it's going to drop our temperatures a few degrees for a Monday, but that does not mean it's going to be cool by any means. It still looks hot, but we're talking about going from the mid and upper 90s to the low 90s. So not a huge difference there. Today, looking for a high of about 94 degrees in Oklahoma City, the upper 80s in Ponca City, but the low 100s across the west and southwest. Overnight and into tomorrow morning, I think the chance look best across the north for a chance of rain and storms with just a slight chance in central and southern and western Oklahoma. Temperatures eventually dropping down into the upper 60s, low 70s overnight tonight. Tomorrow afternoon, hot. Temperatures back in the 90s. A moderate chance of rain and storms across the west. If these storms do move in, there's a chance they could produce wind and hail. Tomorrow night into Thursday morning, still a slight chance in Oklahoma City. Chances look best out west. Thursday afternoon, temperatures come down a little bit, but as we get back into Friday, we're back to about 90 degrees. A chance of rain and storms Friday night, but after that, it looks even hotter. Lisa? Oh, no, we'll be right back.